Good afternoon, that bloke back again on his motorbike. Just leaving Standedge Visitor Centre, just continuing with the ride that we were doing before. On my way back home now, and what I'm going to do is we're heading out up on the major road here. Just let this guy turn round. Heading up towards the top of the Pennines again. We're going to go over where the canal and the railway start to go into the hill, and then we're going to drop down into Diggle. Diggle is where the canal comes out at the other side of the tunnel. We can't actually get a road to see the end of the tunnel there. It would have to be a walker, so I'll not bother doing that, but we'll have a look and then we'll make our way back from there. When you look at these hills when they're going through the tunnelling, the thought originally that it was going to be millstone, grit and shale, and it turned out not to be, which made it much harder for them to tunnel through. Obviously subsequently put the costs up, but to tunnel through there, like I was saying earlier, to tunnel through with just picks, shovels and moving it on wheelbarrows and little wooden tramways, that's one major feat, is that. That's the thing with the with this area, this part of the country. It don't matter when you come, what weather is, it's always different, always looks beautiful. Just up at the top there we got the gritstone coming out there on the ridge, on the edges. It's starting to light up quite nicely, is that. If that sun breaks through the clouds, that'll be amazing. Wow, what a view. I'm going to get off this major road now and onto the little back lanes again. We much prefer it down here. These sort of temperatures and the wind blowing, you just got to be a little bit wary of any damp patches, just in case they are a little bit slippy. Not been down here before at all. So we're back on the adventure. Diggle Chippy. Might be worth coming back and going there one day. You never know.
Left onto A670.
I think I've just gone over the canal there, so that will be the other end of it. So, nice little place this. Just up on the right hand side there, there's the tourist sign there, so canal boat trips. You can park up in that car park, canal's just on the right hand side, and you can go for a boat trip. Looks like it comes underneath the road here through a lock tunnel down onto the other side.
In 300 yards, slide left onto Chapel Road, A6051.
I quite fancied actually hiring a narrow boat for a long weekend or a week.
Slide left onto Chapel Road, A6051.
But having said that, I would probably miss
Quarter of a mile,
my bike too much.
Kew Valley Road, A669.
So we're in completely uncharted territories here. We're going to be going up over towards Meltham, and then dropping back from Meltham down into Huddersfield, past the university, where, guess what there is? The Huddersfield Narrows Canal.
Turn left onto Kew Valley Road, A669.
These buildings again, majority of them, the older ones, not made out of brick, made out of the local stone. These cottages on the left hand side here, weavers' cottages those. You see the upper floor. The upper floor there, it's so that you get the natural light coming in.
In 200 yards,
So that's where they'd have.
take the first exit onto Homefirth Road, A635.
So that's where they'd have the looms, so that they get as much light as possible, because there would be no things electric lighting. The only lighting they'd have would be candles and oil lamps. Climbing up out of the valley again, up on towards the tops. Look at that light falling on that hillside. Oh, that's beautiful. Nice little valley down there as well. This engine sounds lovely as it reverbs off the two walls at the side of us. Down in that valley there's a Dove Holes reservoir. Got some walks going around it. I've never been. I've just seen it on the map, that's all. This is a lovely little road, is this? It got the engine under just slight loading. The sound, oh, it's amazing. The sound is brilliant. think when you look at the scenery around here, where normally, you know, a lot of the riding is down in Derbyshire, I think the scenery is a lot harsher. It feels more bleak. Well, bleaker. Is there such a word as bleaker? There is now. Just made it up. Truly amazing views. Water runoff coming across there. That looks a little bit stormy, does that sky over there? And that's the way I'm heading. Question is, will I get wet? Question is, do I care? Not really. Not really at all. Way back in West Yorkshire. Tend to find that around here in the valleys you do get a lot of woolen mills. In Lancashire it was cotton, and over here in Yorkshire it's predominantly wool. And one of the reasons for that was the water quality, because to wash the wool, to get the lanolin and stuff out of it, you needed soft water and plenty of it, and that's what there's an abundance of around here. Down in the valleys you've got quite a lot of water. Obviously 50 miles an hour is not good enough for him, so he has to overtake on a solid white. Nice one. So as I was saying, yeah, there's abundance of water, both for originally powering the mills as a form of multi-power with water wheels. There's also coal reserves as well, so it's easy transporting the coal, easy getting water. So it's the spot on place for woolen mills. I can remember the town that I grew up in, Morley, just outside Leeds in West Yorkshire. The main street there, Queen Street, when I was a kid we could walk down there and you could hear the different mills, and as you move from one to the other, as you're walking down, you'd hear the clatter of the looms finish at one and start at another, and they all had the distinctive sound, so you could more or less tell where you were, you know, by the different sound and the smells. And I can remember standing, there was a street there called Peel Street, and it had a mill which has since been demolished and is now a shopping centre has been rebuilt there. But I can remember as a kid standing at the open doors looking in and seeing all these clattering machines going. And then where I actually lived, a little village just outside Morley, a place called Bruntliff, there was a mill there, and again you could hear the clatter of the looms. something which is almost all but vanished now. A couple of places around Holmfirth and Meltham which are still producing woolen cloth made in Yorkshire. That wind's a bit chilly when I've got my visor open. Going through these crossroads here, heading towards.
Straight to stay on Lockwood Road, A616.
So we're just heading through Lockwood, out back to Huddersfield. At those crossroads back there, if I'd have turned left, that takes me to a place called Crossland Moor. So if anybody can think,
Stay on Lockwood Road, A616.
if anybody can think of why or what there is at Crossland Moor, which is rather unusual,
16 for half a mile.
Then stick it in the comments. What could you find on Crossland Moor that you wouldn't expect to find there? I am planning a video later this year at some point, going up there to tell you what it is. But if you do know, stick it in comments. If you think you know, stick it in comments. We'll see if anybody can figure it out. So we're down in Huddersfield itself now. All these were all mills.
Left right onto Firth Street, B6432. In a quarter of a mile, your destination will be on the right.
So we've got all these mills, old mills around here, which have all been turned now into student accommodation for Huddersfield University. So rather than pull them down, they've recycled them and done a really good job with it as well. So the university's on the left hand side, just a bit behind the accommodation blocks. So just in there where the trees are, that's the Huddersfield Narrows Canal, which links up with where we've just been, up to Standedge Edge. Nice little walk on the side of there from uni. And as we go across on this crossroads, we've got Asperley Wharf Marina, where you've got the moorings. A lot of people live on the boats there as well. There's a pub, a restaurant, and a travel lodge, or Premier Inn. Yeah, Premier Inn. That's where the wharf is, Asperley Wharf. All the boats nicely decked up. So folks, I think I'm going to call it a wrap at that point. It's starting to drop dark now. I've not got long before I get back home anyway, and it's just normal boring roads now. So thanks for coming with me again on this ride. The usual things: if you have enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up, share it with somebody, hit the like button. If you subscribe, thank you very much, I much appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed and have enjoyed the channel, please think about hitting the subscribe and ticking that little bell so that it dings when I put a video on. It all helps with the channel. More people get to see it, more encouragement I get to make more videos. So thanks for watching, if you're going out on your bikes, be careful, watch out for any slippy stuff, keep the shiny side up, ride safe, and I will see you out on the road. Ride safe folks, bye for now, bye.